Hi, my name is Adam Kifer, and one of the most frequently asked questions that I get from martial arts school owners is, how do you structure your class plans? How do you structure your curriculum? If you followed the podcast and if you followed our social media channels, you've seen me talking a lot about curriculum development, along with Johnny Tension, and really pushing the martial arts industry into a new era of how they are running classes and how they're dividing up their curriculum. The current problems with curriculum are that it's too fun focused, not enough repetitions, which leads to a lack of quality students on the mat, also leads to a lack of progression throughout. And we got so obsessed with class plans that we've trained our coaches now to only follow what's on the class plan and never to call an audible and go off track, even when it's desperately needed. And because of that, when we've watched over 75 hours of class footage from schools all over the country, we're seeing the same thing happen over and over and over again in these schools. And this is what it is. The instructor is running the class plan as given, and maybe there's 10 minutes broken down for a drill. As soon as the end of that 10 minutes hits, whether the students have gotten better or not, they're moving on to the next section of class. And the problem is that the students aren't getting better within that 10 minutes. You can't just move on. You need to keep working with them until they actually grasp the technique or the concept that you're teaching. So what I wanted to do was actually share with you guys some behind the scenes of me working with one of our head coaches on going through our weekly class plans. Now, one of our goals is we usually sit down and we'll do 4 weeks of class plans at a time. We have 12-week seasons that we do at our school for testing cycles. And this will just give you guys some insight into how we sort of brainstorm this out. So typically the process that we use is we create the entire curriculum up to black belt as far as what all the testing requirements are. Then we go back and we section out each week with a specific instructor focus. So what I mean by that is week 1 might be focusing just on technique, and then week 2 is focusing on accuracy, and week 3 is going to focus on distance and timing, and week 4 is power, and so on. And that way our instructors know as they're teaching each week exactly what they should be focusing on. And then what we do is the drills that week are all surrounding that general concept. So if we're focusing on technique, everything that week is focused on building the proper technique and quality control within that technique. When we focus on speed, then we're going to be working on things like reaction time, decreasing the transition time between strikes, all of those different things.
All right, so this week they're doing chopping block. This one, right in front of the Wave Masters for beginners.
Oh yes,
oh yeah, with the belt. Sorry.
The belt one.
And then they're doing the hundreds. Is that murdering them?
Yes.
Good.
Then you've got like football coach Declan out there just being like, "Come on, guys, let's go!
Good.
You can do this!"
We need that. We need that energy.
Oh, he's killing it, man.
And then they're doing long guard circles.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So we'll continue with long guard circles for this week also. Then we need to get a new warm-ups. All right, let me look at there. So they were doing base rocks. Also on those, I don't know if everyone's been teaching it, but Gabe was teaching it like slips. Where he's like here.
No, we've been
here.
doing the shape.
Oh, not even you, just here.
Oh, just.
Yeah, just to get them to turn to throw.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Eventually.
I thought it was.
No, I don't think it's bad that you did that. It's like it's still going to help them either way.
Okay.
But it's for future. It's just rocking.
Okay.
I would say just finish out this week with what you've been doing. We'll fix it when we come back around to it. Half circle sprawls. Relax punch unders, bounce switch, and mat slappers. And then their whole thing. All right, let's start working. Have we done stand to base yet?
Not with the beginners this quarter.
And we haven't done the full, okay. Let's, why don't we do line drills for warm-ups? Change it up. Let's do the lines the whole time. So here's what I would do. I would set up the line and then have like a center line that is out there where you put like a couple cones or whatever. But they're gonna do whatever it is in the warm up to the line. And when they get to the line, they're gonna drop, sprawl, pop back up, continue. And then on the way back, they'll do the same thing. Drop, sprawl, continue, just to throw something extra in there. Does that make sense?
Yes, so for example,
Like if this was the middle of the mat, let's say they're doing forward shifts, they'll shift, shift, shift. They get here, drop, sprawl, stand back up. Shift, shift, shift.
so do we want it where it's like you got everybody going down one length of the mat, and then like this person gets 5 paces ahead. and
Yeah,
then you
I would say
see the next
once person in front of you gets to the middle, once you see them sprawl, the next person goes. That can also be like their signal.
Do you want them doing like a rotation chain where like they get down to the end, this person kind of steps off to the side, starts shifting back?
I think they might run into each other, especially in bigger classes. So I would say, well, it depends how hard we want to kill them.
I mean, like we've got like 6 lines, and then they're all going back. There's the space in between the lines. Like, say
I think
they're
you can
all
have like
going
8. Well, I guess if we're lining them up on mats, it would be 6, right?
Yeah. Like you just everybody walk backwards.
No, there's more than 6 across, isn't there? Or is it 6?
It's a 6 by 6.
It is.
36
Okay.
spaces.
Um,
No. 40 maybe? But yeah, I think it's 6.
Okay, so let's do this. So let's just have them go down and then they'll wait for the rest of the line. And at the halfway mark, the person behind them goes. And then once the whole line gets down, they start back. But what I was gonna say is the kids in line, I just want them in base, so like here, just like moving their feet, hands up, but knees bent the whole time. Because there's just too many kids still standing tall. So I want them to work on just like getting low in their stance while they're in line. And then as soon as it's their turn to go, they take off. All right, so we'll go forward shifts, backward shifts. It should be very fast explanation on these because everyone's pretty much done them before.
Yeah.
And then let's put some bear crawl in there.
I hope you enjoyed that sneak peek and behind the scenes look at how we do our curriculum development. If you want to continue to learn more things like this, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so you can stay on the radar of what we're doing in the martial arts industry.